Hello everyone! Welcome back to my Let's Build series. This is episode 15 and today we are in the savannah because my squid farm is right there. My little tiny squid farm that I've been working on off camera. I worked on it off camera because this is not my design. This is a design by Mango. Works extremely well. I've done a very tiny version of it. But honestly, if I AFK this is gonna do everything that I need. And probably more. I just picked up some squid ink as we were going along there, but this is what I have so far since I've made it. Obviously, this is not very much. This is 2.5 stacks of dark prismarine. But you can see I've got a little cart that goes around and picks up the squid ink. I may actually have to extend that to along here, or actually just block this in so that the squid ink can't sit along here. And I need to make an easy path up and down in this place, but this is gonna work great. I'm gonna AFK this while I'm in class or maybe overnight sometime, and we should be able to get plenty of squid ink for our palace roofs. So I just wanted to show you guys that. Alright everyone, so after running a few errands in my squid farm and at the guardian farm, I am finally back at the base and I would like to do some building. Today's episode is going to focus a little bit more on the simple things. We're going to be working in this small area right here. Although we have so many large projects going on with the conduit design and the palace and our laboratory at the guardian farm, I think this episode I kind of just want to sit back, relax, and work on some simple stuff in this ravine. This tunnel is going to be a super important area. It is the access to our underwater point from our storage room, from our enchantment tower, from our palace. We're going to be walking back and forth here a lot, and let's be honest, this doesn't look good. It's not put together, obviously, but still, it doesn't look good. So we're going to fix that. Shouldn't be too hard of a fix, I think. By the way, you can see I got some sponge, so we need to knock that off our to-do list because that is something that I ended up doing off camera. I just raided one more guardian temple and was able to get a lot more sponge to work on our squid farm, which is why that is up and running. Anyways, I am going to expand out this hallway because I wanted to give the illusion that we are still underwater while we are in this hallway, because I think that would fit a lot with the transition in our storage room. So obviously as we go along here, we've got our aquarium, then our underwater tunnel, the wonderful underwater tunnel, and then another aquarium leading up into our enchantment tower. And so as you're walking here, it's almost like you're constantly reminded of the ocean being under, and it gives this really serene and tranquil feeling. So I would like to continue this in this hallway and out into our ravine. Alright, here's our hallway all nice and widened out. I'm just going to extend the design that we already have going right there. That looks good, I think. We can also add the stairs just to give it that curve. And yeah, that's basically what we've got going on in this entire room, so it just helps with the symmetry. Now we need to replace out our flooring. I really strongly debated doing an aquarium in the flooring, but I think I want to keep a consistent flooring throughout so that when we come in, we do have something solid to walk on when coming in from the underwater area, but we will have aquariums on both sides. Ah! Oh my gosh! How rude! We must still have areas down there that aren't lit up. How is that possible? Oh my gosh, it's a good thing I needed my flooring removed anyways. Thank you so much, creeper. Gosh. That was so rude. Oh my goodness. Alright, and bam. Flooring is in place. That is exciting. This already looks so much more official. So now that the flooring is in place, we need to widen this out. Oh dear, not right here. Perhaps right here we just do this? Alright, so in these spots, we are going to have to wait on the aquarium until right here. But that is okay because that is actually a perfect 3 wide area, which keeps our symmetry. So we'll just do that on both sides. That works. I totally forgot that those were there. I don't know how. I use them every single time I play in this world. Oh well, I guess I'm just forgetful. There we go. Those are now fixed up. The only issue I'm having is whether or not I want to bring these pillars out here, because that takes away from the depth of the hallway. Like it's not as wide now. But let's try this. Yeah, that looks kind of cool, honestly. We could get some like cool molding going around. Oh, no, stair right there. Alright, so we could do something like that with our stairs in this section. So although it does get more narrow, I don't know, it kind of focuses you towards this area down here. And then down here we can do a very similar thing. Hopefully this all lines up. Although maybe we won't have any pillars in this section. So there'll be pillars here and pillars there. And then this will be wide and this will be where our aquariums are. Ooh, I like that idea. Okay, so let's widen this all out now for the aquariums. I really like building like this because even though it's on such a small scale, your ideas can still evolve so much, and these little details make a big difference to the overall effect of the palace. So although right now I could do a massive progress episode and get all the walls of our palace in place so that we could start on interior, or get all of our roofing in place, or do some details on a wall, or do a massive garden, that would be awesome and cool, but I just think some days if we sit back and work on some small little details like these ones, put some aquariums in, work in an area that we're going to be in a lot, I think it'll be really, really visually pleasing for us, and it'll just give us that little touch of happiness every time we walk down this hallway. Alright, so here's the size of the two aquariums that are gonna go on the side of this hallway. So these are very different from the last ones we did because instead of being entirely glass all the way around, we get to decide on colors for the walls here on 3 sides, and we only have one side that is going to be glass. I think that's kind of exciting actually. We get to totally design these. The first step I'm going to take is actually filling in all of the flooring with sand. I do want to have sand bottoms on these aquariums. Alright, so now the sand flooring is in as well as the flooring on our middle pathway, so we kind of know the size the aquariums are going to be. I think the next step is replacing out the walls, and I think for that I'm going to use the prismarine bricks. I don't use them super often because I think they're my least favorite of the prismarine. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still love them. They're not quite as cool as the ones that change color and the cool pattern of the dark prismarine. But I think they'll work great as a background to our aquariums. Alright, as I was filling in the prismarine, I realized that it would be kind of cool to have a backdrop on these aquariums since we have the chance to do that. So we can do 2 different themed paintings of sorts using clay or maybe concrete if I have the materials, and just make some sort of nice bright design for these fishes to look at on the back side of their aquarium. I'm not sure how well it'll shine through the water, but I think it's worth a shot. Alright, so after a little bit of effort, I put together some colors. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do for the designs yet, but I have a couple of ideas. I think I want this one over here to be like a desert theme, and this one will have maybe more of a forest theme? I don't know, but you know, let's try it and have some fun with it. For the desert theme, I actually want to grab some of my sandstone, just because this color is hard to get any other way. So I'm going to do sort of like some terraforming, some flat 2D terraforming along here. I actually very much enjoy painting in real life, so this is kind of going to be fun to do. Oh no, I ran out. We can actually mix some sand in. I wouldn't hate that. So it's like blending up into the terrain. Yeah. And there we go. I'm using concrete powder, by the way, and I haven't converted it because, well, it's going to convert anyways on its own. So now I want to create like some cacti, kinda, I guess. I don't know if this is going to come across as what I want it to be, but hopefully it will. Maybe this one can have like a flower on top. Oh, we could do a piece of coral right here so that it looks like a flower. Okay, let's try to remember to do that. I think that'll be kind of cool. I want this one to have some dark on the bottom as well for some texture. Okay, so those are supposed to look like cacti. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm trying. But now we're gonna get a yellow, and this is gonna be our sun. I'm gonna put our sun right here. There we go. And then we have lots and lots of blue for the sky. Oh no, that guy's falling. It's the worst part about building in concrete powder. Alright, so there is our desert scene on this side. It's honestly not that impressive. I was hoping it would be slightly more impressive than it is. It's gonna be cool though, because we can then theme the entire aquarium around this, right? So we could get like a cactus going up here. I don't think I can do the classic cactus shape. I don't have the kind of height that I would need. But I can place some cactus-like structures around and we can pretend. Hopefully the fishies will appreciate their cactus haven. Alright, so now on this side I'm going for more of a forest-like theme. So I want some trees coming up. I want the tree in the middle to actually be pink. I think that could be kind of cool. I actually need to make a lot more brown though, so let me go do that. Let's see, I should have... Oh no, did I use all my cocoa beans? I didn't. I have to make sure I don't use them all because I need to grow some. Maybe I should grow some now. That'll have to be one of our mini farms. Oh no! Jungle wood. I need a piece of jungle wood. There we go. Let's just get some of those guys growing so that I don't run out while I'm doing this. Alright, so we've got some brown here. Hopefully that'll help add to this design a little bit. Okay, we're gonna have to put green. Oh wait, no, not green. I wanted to do pink. That was the wrong tool. Pink, and then another brown right there. I'm actually gonna get rid of this one. And we'll put some up green bush on the bottom. We'll call that a bush. Alright, so after working at this side for a little while, I've kind of just discovered that I suck at pixel art. And, yeah, so this is what I have. It's kind of generalized tree shapes. They're not perfect, but it's in the background. So I'm gonna try not to worry about it too much. Hopefully it'll be okay. Yeah. We're just gonna have to be okay with that. I'm gonna do some like, ooh, maybe not right there because that's kind of blocking where the light is. Maybe like here. We'll do some like tree shapes to kind of just, oh, I should do those full logs. Oh no, that only gave us 3. Goodness me. So yeah, we can kind of do some tree-like shapes coming up around like that to kind of add to the illusion. Hopefully, overall, it'll come together correctly. I'm going to use a couple of these mossy rocks that I have over here to just make a little bit of a formation. Ooh, maybe we could pop that out from the wall a little bit. Give the fishies a little bit of a place to hide. Yeah, that's kind of cute. Okay, so on this side we're going to do lots of kelp and seaweed and maybe some corals up around this tree. And then on this side we'll do some flowers on the cactus. Lots of yellows and bright colors that go with a desert biome. Alright, so now the designs in the water is all in place along with the glass. And I have collected up a little bit of coral. I also realized that I need some kelp. Probably in some seagrass. Oh, thank goodness I actually do have some. That is perfect. Okay, so now I get to go in each of these aquariums and decorate them. I'm so excited. Let's do it. Alright, here they are, our 2 aquariums. They look very different, and I think I like both of them a lot. I decided not to go for any seagrass or kelp in this one to give to that desert feel, but I went for a lot of coral in this one, so hopefully that'll really help out with those bright colors. I think I probably should have put a couple sea pickles in there, but the sea lanterns in the ceiling are doing a pretty good job of lighting that up. And then on this side we went for lots of kelp, lots of seaweed, lots of moving parts, a pink coral tree to go with that mural in the background, or maybe just cover it up. I don't really know. And of course we did put a couple of corals around, but not near as much as on this side. So they're very different as you're walking through here, but I like them both quite a lot. Now it's time for us to go get some fish to put in our aquariums. And of course, I am going to name them after you, the commenters. Alright, so I've gone through all 6 of our new tropical fish and named them after you guys. So here are our names. We've got Kara Gamer, Elena B, Paisley, Sarah Field, Casbro, and Luna Aitken. I absolutely love those names. Thank you guys so much for commenting on the last episode. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to make. Now, let's get you guys in. So 3 over here. There we go. We've got Luna, Casbro, and Sarah all in one spot. All right. And then we'll come over here. Oh, there we are. Let's combine those buckets together. And in this aquarium over here, we have, let's see, we've got Paisley. Oh, it's a tiny one. That's so cute. And then Elena and Kara. Oh, they're so pretty. All right, I can't wait to see these guys swim around even more. I think we'll probably have more additions to the aquariums soon, but we'll let these 3 fish in each one get adjusted before we add any more friends. Alright, so now that we have our lovely aquariums in place in the hallway, there's not actually that much more to do here. We just have to replace out the ceiling and then the hallway will be finished. However, we still don't have an entrance to the hallway. So from in here, this looks okay. I need to replace the stone. But we come out here and it's literally just a hole in the wall. So I think we can do something a little bit more creative. What do you guys think? First off, this is kind of tricky from this angle. We are going to border the edge of our aquariums where the glass is with these logs. I think this will line up well and just add some nice symmetry to the place. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that'll be much, much better. Alright, there we go. A nice finished ceiling. Who knew granite could look so good? It just fits so well with the ceiling here. I really enjoy those colors together. And look at our lovely fish still swimming around. That is awesome. Where are they? Oh, they're hiding by the tree. That is so cute. And these guys are down here by the coral. That's adorable. Okay, now we're going to be moving outside. Thank goodness we have a conduit. So I'm just going to build out a little entrance here for us. Something where we can enter and it'll look amazing in this ravine. So this ravine, as you guys probably already know, because I feel like I've said my plans a few times now, but if you don't, we are going to be putting our mini farms down here, and I absolutely love this because our palace above connects to the basement of the palace, the underground parts, and it also connects to the underwater areas that we have here. Our conduit design is just right there, and I want to be able to swim in here and get a lovely, lovely view of all of our mini farms. So it's not just functional, it's also very, very beautiful. This underwater ravine village. That's right, an underwater ravine village. I'm excited to build this personally, and this is just going to be the first little house in this area. I actually need some roof blocks. I think I'm going to use prismarine for this. Let me go grab some. Alright, so right here we obviously need this to be flooring, and I don't want to close this off too much. So it's going to be a very open concept little house we have here. Should be interesting. We'll see what happens with it. Anyways, I really love that we have prismarine stairs and slabs now because it means we can do easy village roofs that are prismarine, and I think this is such a gorgeous color to have in this underwater ravine. Let's see here, just another completely typical house roof shape. I do this shape all the time, but somehow every time I do it, it looks a little bit different, you know? Something about it. I really love that design. Alright. So, we need one more stair right here. Oh, no. Not right there. Right here. Okay. And now we need to get our roof in. I'm going to use the dark oak here. I think it provides a lovely contrast. Really makes that prismarine pop out. Alright, so here's what we're working with so far. I really love this shape, personally. I think it's fantastic. Maybe I'm a little biased, though. I think the walls are actually going to be coral. I really like that idea, and I think it adds quite a lot of nice color to this area. There we go. Get the rest of our strip logs in, and just to border this, maybe something like, whoop, I'm making so many mistakes. There we go. Something like that, maybe? Ooh, maybe, Yeah, that should be fine actually. And then in the background here, to still add that little touch of color, we'll just do our coral. Let's do it all the way across. There we go. Yeah, I mean the pink is definitely interesting, but it's coral and I think it looks fantastic. Now across here, I want to actually do a little bit of a bridge. Kind of a broken old underwater ravine bridge. You know what I mean? Maybe. Yeah, so something like this. It looks old and broken and there's just the remnants of the bridge here, because obviously we're going to be swimming around here, so we don't actually need a bridge to walk across our ravine. But I think it kind of looks cool like that, and it kind of gives the illusion that maybe this wasn't always underwater. Maybe the people who lived here adapted to be underwater, but maybe at one point they actually needed that bridge. I think that's kind of a cool concept. All right. And underneath here, to make it look like it's supported, of course, we need some lovely little support beams coming down. There we go. All right, now it's time for our details. We got to get serious here now. So I need some fences, I think, and some sea lantern. Where are my sea lanterns? Here we go. I need one of you. Do I have any fence? Oh my gosh, I do. Okay, I'll take some of those. Oh, I don't have any of those fence. That's okay, I can make some. All right, let's pop back out here. And now under this part, of course, we need to have a sea lantern. Oh, maybe right there, actually. There we are. Let's fix our mistake. I think that'll be lovely. Even though we have the conduit, and of course, we don't actually need light with the conduit because we have night vision. I just think I really, really love the effect that that gives. I want to add some more details to this area and probably some coral around too to look like it's maybe overgrown or something. Let's actually just make a crafting table near here because I'm going to need one a lot. I'm going to put one on the floor down here. There we go. Speaking of this floor, we actually really need to change that up as well because it's kind of ugly looking right now. I think I want to line it with prismarine and sand all the way through so that it kind of blends in with that area out there. Hopefully that'll look good. Oh, I'm so glad trapdoors are waterlogged. There we go. That's so lovely. We don't actually end up needing one there. That's okay. Yeah, I really love that. I think we can do some stuff with sea pickles down here too. Like maybe some candlelight along the wall. Maybe you're like right here. Put some candles up here. Obviously the walls are going to be nice. There's not going to be any coal in them, but I think having something like this all the way along, kind of lining the walls as you come through, like these floating candles. I think that could be lovely. I actually want to change this one's position though to be lower. Hello, sea pickles. Can I get you? Thank you. Whoop! What is happening? That was a weird little glitch. Okay, let's do them down right here. There we go. Yeah, that adds some nice light. So eventually when we connect to the palace above, we'll be able to actually see down here, even though up there we won't have the conduit effect night vision. Oh, I absolutely love this. Isn't that just lovely? Okay, let's get some seagrass and coral to go around our house a little bit. Alright, so I've just grabbed a couple pieces that I think would fit in well. I'm not exactly sure. Where do I want to put these? Yeah, something like that could work. I kind of like that because it's not going to block us, right? Because we can go all the way through here and back out. It doesn't really matter what's there. We can also do some seagrass right there. That's kind of pretty. Get some coral along here. There we go. Oh, this is so fun to decorate. I absolutely love doing this. Yeah, I think that looks lovely. Once we get even more of this stuff all along here, it's gonna look so grown in, like it belongs in the ocean. Of course, we need to get even more of these village houses around, and they will be the entrances to our mini farms. I think that'll be lovely. Alright everyone, so we have been working underground and underwater for a long time. I'm ready to see the sun and do a little bit of large-scale work on the palace just while I read the comment of the day. Nothing too serious. I'm sure we're not going to get very much done because it is obviously more towards the end of the episode, but I would still like to work at it because we have a lot of work to do here, so we may as well do something while I'm reading. Today's comment or question of the day comes from Kelly, who says, I had a bad day, and I'm glad I didn't get to watch this episode yesterday, because I needed it today. People like to say that you have such a calming voice, myself included, because it's true. But what helped me is that you are so earnestly and genuinely joyful, I couldn't help but smile in spite of myself as I watched this on my ride home. I've learned so much about design from you. Are you always as positive as you sound while filming, or are there times when recording is difficult because you're not in the good mood, or is Minecraft a stress relief for you? Goodness, that was a lot to get out. Thank you so much for the comment, Kelly. That is a really good question. I think it's an important question. I know I answered it on the comment itself, but I feel like it deserved a little bit more attention because a lot of you say that. Like, I get comments like that all the time, and I'm so happy when I get them. I'm so glad that these episodes are able to be a relaxation for you guys, an anxiety reliever if that's something that you struggle with. I am glad I get to provide this calm and positive environment because that is exactly what I'm going for. As for myself, am I always positive and calm and crazy relaxed? No, of course not. I'm human like anyone else, but I will say I am genuinely a very, very, very positive person. Like, I don't get down very often. I'm usually quite happy. Obviously, I have days that are harder than others, like everybody else, but generally, I'm feeling pretty okay most days, which I quite enjoy. And I'm glad that I get to share that with all of you, because that's definitely something I want to do. There are a lot of people in my life who I wish I could just give them my happiness, but obviously I cannot do that. I cannot help everyone through all of their struggles, but I can do my best to provide a nice, calm environment for you guys to come and hang out once or twice a week. As for the question of, is recording sometimes difficult because of my mood? Generally not, actually. If I'm in a bad mood and don't want to record, I just don't record. That's the beauty of this not being my job, because I don't have to do this in order to get paid. If I'm in a bad mood and I don't want to record, I don't have to. I'm not obligated to do that, and that way I'm not sharing my bad mood with you guys, because I feel like I'm usually pretty honest with you guys. If I'm not in a good mood or not feeling like recording, I usually tell you guys, and you guys are pretty understanding because I know that my mood definitely shines through in these videos, and you guys can tell what I'm feeling, and I don't want to make you guys feel bad because I'm feeling bad. In general, though, Minecraft is a stress relief for me, but if I'm not in a good mood or I'm having a stressful day, I can get on here and grind out resources so that I'm prepared for the next episode. I don't have to just record an episode right away. I could just prepare for one, which I think is a wonderful thing about survival and the fact that I do time lapses. Like, I'm not out here vlogging. I don't have to show you guys every aspect of my life. I can just have some private, quiet time, do some building or recording, and it doesn't have to be super crazy personal. And if I want it to be, it can be, but I'm not obligated to do that, so it's much less stressful on me. I'm hoping you guys also enjoy that it's like that, or else this is just kind of awkward. I really like these episodes in particular because I get to share with you so much more than if I'm doing a time-lapse video. And I think that's one of the main things I love about this series is the sharing. I feel like I have such a better connection to you guys through this series than through any other video I've ever made, which is a really, really lovely feeling. This section that we're currently marking in the palace is going to be the gardens. the gardens, I wasn't sure which side I wanted to do them on, but I actually have decided that I kind of want both sides of the palace to dip into the water and have it be one with the water all the way around. So over here, we're just creating a little divide where we can flatten this part out and have some beautiful gardens with water fountains or statues or flowers or something fun. We'll have a middle entrance going right here. And we'll have a staircase that leads into the water to connect everything together. I just wanted to kind of line that up and show you guys what my plans were while I was reading the comments of the day. Anyways, thank you so much for all of your amazing comments and support on this series. It is so fun to create, and you guys truly put me in such an amazing mood, especially when I'm recording this after class like today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye!